Good evening, everybody. My name is Esther Zafrani from Glorious Creations Desserts. I'm going to show you today how to make a bird out of an apple. The first thing that's very important for you to know is that you don't need to take a tape measure. There's no reason to take a tape measure. You need to use your eye. Whenever you choose a fruit, it has to be very firm. If it's not firm, then it gets mushy. Then it just doesn't look right. You don't want to have spots, brown spots on it. It's very important to choose to go through the apples, feel them, look that there are no bruises, and that they look good. Now, I'm going to take a steak knife. The Victoria knives are the best, the serrated ones. You get good control. Now, I'm going to cut the apple in half. Okay, you just use your eye. Make sure that you if it's a little bit, few millimeters more, a few centimeters less, don't worry about that. As long as it looks okay to everybody else's eye, it's fine. Cut a half. Use a sawing motion. Now, you want to put this aside. Now, I'm going to put this flat down. This part I'm going to put flat down. Now, I have a sticker over here. I want to remove the sticker. We don't want any stickers on here. Take it off. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm taking the knife, hold it in the center. Now, you want to make a cut across the center. And then make another cut about 1/4 of an inch wide. Okay? Now, you don't cut through. When you feel the seeds, when it stops cutting, then you know that you should stop. Now, you have to hold the knife really steady, and you want to cut slices. Now, first you want to cut very small slices. Even pressure, and you have to use a sawing motion back and forth. Now, to make it easier, I'm going to take the slices off. Then, as I go on, you want the slices to be bigger. Now this, you see I'm using steady hands and I'm using a sawing motion, like cutting bread, back and forth. Now I take the second slice off. I'm going to go back and forth again. I'm going to cut another slice. Third one. About 4 slices. You could do 5, just like it becomes a little bit more complicated. Just to start off, we're going to do 4 slices. Now, I'm going to turn it to the other side. Now make sure you don't mix the petals. Not the petals, the slices, sorry. Now I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Sawing motion, even pressure, back and forth. Taking one slice off. Then as I go on, I'm getting a bigger slice. A little bigger. And then this is a little bigger. Now, in order to prevent the apple from turning brown, you have to dip all the slices, the whole apple, in lemon juice. That's going to prevent it from turning brown for many hours. I dip it and it could stay even for 2 days like that. Now, I'm going to show you, these are going to be the wings of the bird. I'm going to assemble it. The bigger one, second to biggest, third, and fourth to biggest. There's no need to secure them with toothpicks. The juices from the apple will keep it intact and they will not come off. But you must dip them in lemon juice in order to prevent it from getting brown. Now you see, these are the wings. Now we're going to make the face. Now we're going to use the other half that we cut off. I'm going to cut it into thirds again. Just use your eye. Nobody's going to know the difference. I might know the difference, but that's okay. I won't say anything. Now I'm going to slice the middle slice off, like to make it some of it off, to make it even, cut off the seeds, to make it look prettier. Now this slice, I'm going to take my tournay knife. This is called a tournay knife. It has like a beak on it. You want to make a V cut on the middle one, this third of this piece. I'm going to make a V cut. I'm going on an angle and then across the other side. This is for the beak. I'm going to take 2 toothpicks. I'm going to break them in half and I'm going to stick them in the middle. Oh, this one broke. I'm going to go get another one. I'm going to put them in the middle. This is the beak. Give it that impression. Now I'm going to take whole cloves for the eyes, excuse me, of the bird. I'm going to stick one clove on the side and the other one on the other side. By the way, the animals have eyes on the side, not on the front like human beings. Now I am going to secure this, connect it to the bird's body. I need to use 2 toothpicks to connect them. Be very careful, excuse me, very, very careful. Toothpicks can be worse than a knife. When they poke you, it can be really, you can get deep cuts, bruises. I'm sticking 2 toothpicks because you want it to get secured. Now I'm going to put the back of the beak, and here we go. Here's the bird. Great. Now I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to show you a different bird from a kiwi. I'm just going to put these aside. I am going to make different wings. I'm going to cut 3 wings on both sides, on the right and the left, and then in the center. Then we're going to put the head, secure the head. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Again, I'm going to use the Victorinox knife, and I'm going to make wedges on the side. I'm going to make V cuts. The first one is going to be much smaller, then bigger, and then a lot bigger. Now you have to use your eyes to measure the difference between, like divide it into thirds. One section, the second section, the right, the left, and the center. Again, no rulers are necessary. Now I'm going to hold it with steady hands and use again sewing motion. I'm going to make a V knife. Go straight, then go on an angle. I'm taking this wedge out. Then I'm making it a lot bigger. Steady hands, straight, and then on an angle, another wedge, second wedge. Then I'm going to make another wedge, a third wedge, which is going to be bigger. I'm putting them aside. Now, it's easier to turn it to the other side, and I'm going to do the same thing. Try to use your eye for measurements to see that it's about a third. From the center, you're going to go make a wedge. Small wedge, then a little bigger, then a little bigger. Now, you have to really sometimes cut through because on the side it's a little thicker. Now, this can happen that the wing breaks because it's not always, it's on a curve a little bit. But when you secure them, nobody's going to notice because they do connect together with the juices, so don't worry. It does happen even with the apples because it's on a curve. It's not exactly an oval shape or something that's exactly round. So if it happens, don't worry. Now I'm going to make in the center small wings. Now I'm not going to take them out because I don't want you to get confused between the big petals and the smaller petals. I'm just leaving them in, and I'm just going to make a smaller and a bigger wedge. These are the wings, and then another one as I go on. Now you see, I'm going to spread out the wings. See, they connect. Now you have to make sure that you put in exactly the wedges the right way, because if it doesn't fit, you see, if you put it the wrong way, it won't fit. I'm putting the bigger, second to biggest wing, the third to biggest. Now, this one was over here. Now you'll see, there's no problem. You can really have to put it down a little bit. I'm going to connect it towards me because it's a little hard to hold it up for you to see, but no big deal. After I assemble it, then I'll be able to show you. Now you see all the wings, see how pretty? Now I'm going to make, now sometimes what you should do, if it's really on a curve, you should cut the bottom, make like a little slice. Just don't want the wings to fall off. I'm making a slice, a small slice in order for it to sit, to be more secure. Okay, now I need to add the head. I'm going to get the grape. I have here a grape. I'm taking a toothpick. I'm going to stick 2 of these toothpicks to show the wing. Then I'm going to take our favorite cloves on the side. This you don't need 2 toothpicks to secure. 1 is enough, so I could stick it in here because it's soft. No, just, sorry. The toothpick slipped out of my hand. It does happen, no big deal. Just have to sometimes, because it's a little hard, so you have to like screw it in. So I'm going to put this over here, and then the beak, it's a little too big over here. I want to make them even, not too big. And I'm going to stick the beak over here, and here we go. Here we go. Here's our bird, kiwi bird. Okay, thank you very much for watching. You can check my website at www.gloriouscreationsdesserts.com. Thank you very much.